Hi guys, Sniff Money here. A buddy of mine was talking about building another AR. He has 5 ARs, two of which he's purchased complete, and three of which he's built. So he knows I want to build one, and he said when he gets the parts and stuff in, he's going to show me how to put one together. We can build one together from a strip lower, and he'll show me how to put it together and everything. So that's cool. So since prices are starting to come down and drop, we were in lowers. We were talking about lowers and prices and parts kits and stuff. And, I mentioned the New Frontier Armory lower and, Polymer lowers in general. And he kind of act like that was an insult to him. He didn't like polymer lowers. He said he doesn't trust them and he would probably never have a polymer lower. So I was telling him about the New Frontier, how they've improved. They had a Gen 1 out and now they have a Gen 2, and, it seems to be a lot better. I haven't heard any complaints about it or anything, but, he wasn't trying to hear that. He's always dealt with aluminum lowers and he trusts those, and, that's his preference. But anything that'll save me money that functions well, I'm gonna get it. So I've heard lot of good things about it. But I was still talking about the polymer lowers, and he just wasn't trying to hear that. So he's a big Glock fan. He probably has 5 or 6 Glocks, and so I asked him the question. I'm not the first one to ask this or come up with this, but I asked him if Glock made a strip lower receiver, would you buy one or get one? And, he kind of looked at me funny for a little bit. And he said, well, that's different. If Glock made one, I probably would get one. And I'm like, well, what's the difference? Because if Glock did make a polymer lower receiver, it would probably be about the same materials as a New Frontier or pretty much any other polymer lower. So, what's the difference? But, that's the question I wanted to pose to you guys. Would you buy a Glock lower receiver? Meaning, would you buy a Glock lower receiver or a polymer lower receiver? Because I heard people say, good things about them. And, I've heard a lot of good things about the New Frontier, especially the Gen 2, since they have better polymer material and better takedown pivot pins and trigger groups and everything. So just wanted to see how you guys felt about using or buying polymer lower receivers. And also, I think Glock should make a lower receiver. I think it would be a good market for Glock. It's a good reputable company that's been around since the late 80s, and I think it would be a good market for them to get into. I'm sure there's a lot of Glock owners, Glock fanboys that would love to have a AR with a Glock symbol stamped on the side of it. And, I think they would look nice also. I'd probably get one too. And you never know. If Glock made a lower receiver, they may be able to innovate and come up with something new that other lower receiver manufacturers, had never thought about or came up with. They may be able to come up with some new cutting edge idea or something that hasn't been thought of. So Glock, if you're out there, you're listening, go ahead and make some polymer lowers and test them, and send them out to some people and see how people like them. Bring them to SHOT Show and let them be seen. Get the product out there. I think a lot of people would like to have one. So just my opinion. Would like to know what you guys think. Like the video, comment, subscribe if you want, and just let me know your thoughts. I have a New Frontier polymer lower here. It's a pistol lower. I'll probably do a review on it. But I'm looking forward to when the uppers start coming down and come more available to get one and put this thing together and get a video out there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep fighting for our Second Amendment rights. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. One.